Yay!
Yeah.
We're back. We're back with the second episode of Shoe Dog
Podcast. Yeah.
How have you been today, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good weekend. Got to pull out some heat before the snow came. I wish the heat would melt the ice and the snow outside, but it's all good.
Is it really cold outside?
It's right now, it's about 34, 35, and it's getting colder. Supposed to get snow in like the next hour or so. It's already like sleet, freezing rain and all that. So I'm in the house. I'm in the house. How about you, man? How you been?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm literally trying to. Well, my weekend was great. Unfortunately, I didn't cop the sneaker I wanted, but like, we're going to take a rant about that. Trust me, I'm going in on that today because I am kind of really not. I'm not disappointed I didn't get the sneaker. I'm just disappointed about a couple of things. So. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. I'm going to share my screen and let's talk about, first of all, the Crimson Force. I'm going to say this.
My God.
I'm going to say this, bro. I'm going to say this wholeheartedly with my chest out. And I'm going to say this, like, how the hell can you mess up a release? Number one, how can you mess up a release? And number two, right? What the hell is going on with this quality check? I've seen pairs that are amazing. I've seen pairs that are fantastic. I'm talking about immaculate. No, nothing on this. But then I'm going to pick up a sneaker from the bro today because I'm going to do a review. And if you guys don't know, we normally record on a Sunday. I'll normally post a review out every Thursday, right? My time scales are Thursday and Sunday, right? So I've got another video coming out today as well on Sunday, but. I'm not joking, bro. I have to speed up this review because, first of all, I want people to know, and second of all, I want people to know, right? Because like it's definitely a massive talking point at the moment. Because, like, from my perspective, I will be very disappointed if I got this sneaker. So I'm gonna share the screen. And we will go in. Look at that. You can see that. Yeah?
What in the bruh?
So that is a sneaker. Okay, bro, this is a side profile of the sneaker. Look at that round the actual toe box. There's a white crease around the toe box. And this is an early access pair, by the way, bro. This is an early access pair.
No.
So shout out to BENZINO LDN because I'm gonna go and pick up his sneaker today. If you're actually hearing this, and you're not watching the YouTube podcast, what we're actually describing is a white stain on the toe box that wraps around into the mid of the sneaker on the actual front toe box panel. So that's number one, bro. That's not the worst thing. That's not the worst thing. Like, we will start looking at the worst thing now, right? So the other thing is, I'm going to open this up. So hold on 2 seconds. Just mess this up a bit. So I'm going to open this one up. That's the same picture, but look at this. I'm going to move this across so you can see. But look at this, bro. Look at this.
Is that glue?
That's glue stain underneath the netting.
Ain't no glue up there though.
Yeah, that's the glue stain underneath the netting. That's the medial side of the sneaker. So imagine you got the Jordan 4s. You got the wings that attached to the netting on the side. Right underneath the netting, there is a glue stain, right?
But the thing about that is there's no glue to be placed near the netting or the wings. No. Like that don't make no sense.
Now, let's just have a look at the front toe box. The front toe box looks like this, bro. It's already pre-creased. The front toe box is pre-creased, and you can see pre-creased, and it's got a white line. The sneakers are very ashy, bro. By the way, this is the worst quality Jordan 1 I've seen in a while. In a while. So I definitely wanted to rant, bro. I definitely wanted to rant today because a couple of things I want to raise after I actually shown these is this. So I'm going to open this up. I'm gonna open one last picture up, and you are going to be like, what the hell is this? So this picture here, I'm gonna open this up and drag this across. And all right, cool. Now I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna do an audio description, because if you listen to this, this is an audio description. So you have this. I think this is the lateral side, which is the outside of the sneaker. When you have a sneaker with the netting encased, look, there's first of all, underneath the stitching, underneath the netting, there's this white stain that runs through it. It looks, when I talk to the bro, it looks like it's a pre-creased stress underneath there, right? And then normally this netting is loose. See this corner? There's a corner at the mid bottom. That the netting is actually physically stitched outside of the leather.
What?
Like, I'm not joking. So when I tell you the quality of the Jordan 4 Crimsons is bad, it's really bad, bro.
No, look at the cuts, bro. The cuts, there are cuts in the wrong place. It's wrinkled. It's like what? Like how is that leaving the factory?
So you know what? I'm going to zoom in. Look at that, bro. Look at that.
How is that leaving the factory, dog? That's ridiculous, man.
How? Look, so if anybody's listened to this, as I say, if you listen to this, go and watch your podcast, because you would see a great representation of the quality check of Nike, what Nike's giving us at this moment in time. So, like the stitching, this is stitched outside of the leather. I can tell you this: like the mesh on the sneaker, the lateral mesh on the sneaker, is stitched. It's not under the leather; it's over the leather with a stitching above it. It's
on
stitched
the outside.
It's stitched on the outside. So the black mesh is stitched on the outside. How the hell did this leave the factory? How? I know, bro. How? You know what? Can you say sway? How? Come on.
How sway?
How sway? How? Come on. Like literally, bro. I'm really. I saw this on Friday. And BENZINO sent me the pictures yesterday, right? And I went to release wise. I went to Camden, in London, Camden Lock, where they've got Offspring. They said they're going to release pairs. I stood out there for an hour. They physically said release has been cancelled. Jordan 4s, they didn't even open the shop. That's another thing. And they kind of like, the first come first serve is never an issue. You can't do first come first serve anymore, like in the UK, because it just gets ramped. And then a lot of people just want to push in. So that's the situation that I think is going to be always there. And when people say there's raffles, why do we always get raffles? That's the reason why we always get raffles, because people don't know how to behave themselves. So that's number one. Number two, this sneaker. I ain't got nothing to say, bro. I ain't got nothing to say except for what the hell is going on with the Crimson 4. I'm not even going to say they're the Red Thunder 4s. Bro, that's blasphemous. That's blasphemous to the Thunders. This is blasphemous to the Thunders. Hands down. Because bro, I'm going to share another video. I'm going to share a tab with you, right? And how is this sneaker going for?
Listen.
£327. Who the hell is paying £327 for a GR? Let's just get this right. This is a GR sneaker. The quality checks on this is a GR sneaker. They will not be passing a sneaker through quality check with this many issues. This is not the only one, bro. I've seen and I've heard the quality check on these sneakers is bad. And when you hear stuff like this, you know it's a massive GR. Right, and let's just get this straight. If don't pay that £327, because I can tell you now, in a month's time, they will be flooding the market with these. Right, don't get caught out. That's all I'm saying.
Listen, bro, I talked to Retro Rick Tuesday, and he was showing me. He was actually on an Instagram live showing early pairs of that shoe, and bro, he has so many pairs of this shoe. Right, I don't know exactly what number or around what number of pairs he got, but he has a lot of pairs of this shoe, and he was trashing it. He is this is how bad the quality check on that shoe is. The people that are selling them are destroying this shoe. Like,
Yep.
you want to sell it. You want to tell people how good the shoe is. You want to show them how nice it is. And he's just that kind of dude where he ain't gonna lie to you and tell you it's a good shoe when it's a fucking terrible quality controlled shoe, bro. Like, that's ridiculous. And pairs of that shit is selling for over 300 in America.
Okay, cool. First up, applause goes to the bro, Retro. He's like the guy like respect Retro and his hustle. I absolutely respect it. But like when I do, if you haven't, this podcast is hopefully going to go out on Wednesday. If you haven't seen my YouTube video, I'm gonna go in on Monday when I record my YouTube video. I'm gonna show you one sneaker, and I'm gonna say why get the Crimson's 4s when you've got this.
Yes, that's the reason. That's the reason why I didn't want the Crimson. I got the black cement 4, so I don't need the Crimson 4.
So I'm absolutely blessed that I've got people like and brothers around me that and bros around me that actually kind of let me grab sneakers to do the review, right? Because or I pick up sneakers for other people to do the review, and then I give it to them. But like when you've got Bread 4s in your collection, right? And I got 2 of these, bro. I got 2 of these. And I always wear my sneakers. I probably will wear it when I go and pick up the Crimsons today, and Benzino's gonna have a go at me because he's like, yo, you're rubbing it in now, bro. But you know how it is, bro. But when you got Bread 4s, right? When you got sneakers like this, a beautiful OG colorway, and then they release a Crimson 4, and then release a sneaker like the new buck on this is immaculate. It's not ashy. How can you go from this? How can you go from such a beautiful and bro? The Bread 4s. Let's get this straight. The Bread 4s was an absolute massive GR, right?
Yeah.
How can you go from the netting on this is fine, the new buck on this is not ashy at all, like there's nothing wrong, to a sneaker, the Crimson 4s, where you've absolutely destroyed the sneaker, and you're giving subpar B grade, let's just say it's B grade pairs on some of these sneakers with the quality. Who would pay £170 at the minimum for a sneaker that is absolutely trash, like we just shown?
Yo, Benzino should be at Nike right now about the quality on that shoe.
He called, like, this is another thing. I talked to Benzino. I talked to Benzino quite well, quite a bit. But I think we lost you. Your camera.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
So I'll keep talking while you join us back. But Benzino called Nike. Benzino called Nike, bro. Benzino called them, and they turned around and said, we can't help you, send the sneaker back. And Benzino's like, why would I send the sneaker back when it's cost me like it cost me like 170 to pay, and it's limited, and then if I do send it back, you're not going to send me a replacement. And then they said, oh, we can't help you, blah blah blah, there's none in stock, blah blah blah. And then like he asked for a discount, like give me a discount because I want a discount. And I'm not happy with the sneaker, and they refused to give him a discount either. So either way, he's lost out. And like, I feel sorry for people that are going to get pairs that are going to be this bad, are going to be bad in the quality that we're getting, hands down, bro. Like, imagine you've just paid £170 to Nike, and they deliver you a pile of crap.
Yeah, that's pretty bad, man. Like, we haven't seen, I don't think we've seen a release like this in a while. We've had issues with the Carmine 6. We had issues with the Fire Red 4s, but that's horrible, bro. Like, that is truly a B grade shoe that they gave Benzino, and I don't understand how how could you do that? That's bad business. It's a bad look. And we know, we love Nike, we love Jordan. And I'm going to continue to buy, but when you got stuff like this going on, it makes it, you can't justify that.
No.
There's no way, and I doubt if we'll see any type of post or any type of apologies, anything like that coming out from Nike about this release, because we didn't see it with the Carmine 6s. We didn't see it with the Fire Red 4s. We didn't hear anything. We didn't see a why or what's going on, even with the prototype ones, with the 2.0 shadow ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I just at this point, what can you say?
What's the most disappointing thing about this at the moment? And it kind of it's like its quality has gone down massively, like over the last couple of years. The only time I actually had we saw some issues with the Travis Scott, and you know what? For some reason, it seems to be the fours more or less everything else, because like it seems like the Raptor fours they had a little bit of an issue. Travis Scott fours they had massive issues with the Travis Scott fours, right? For some reason, the Travis Scott fours had glue issues and all of that, and that was a premium sneaker, right? And then now we're getting an issue with the sixes now with the Carmine sixes with the bleeding of the red into the midsole, or was it just a paint issue? Because how can the midsole be stained from the red patches when it's all around the shoe? That didn't make sense to me. So maybe it was more of a spray issue where they've sprayed mixture of white and red by accident, which has caused that pink color, and they didn't realize it. But main thing is, how are these sneakers passing quality checks?
I can't explain it, bro, and I doubt if they'll offer any explanation. If they tried hard enough, maybe they could find a way to explain the issues. But how are they passing the check? How are they getting that sticker or that stamp to actually get boxed up and shipped to retailers to come to us? Bro. No.
Benzino was really, really kind of heartbroken. Like, not heartbroken. He really wanted the sneaker. He was really expecting, and I think paying. Like, let's just say, right? It's you're paying £170 for a sneaker. You're spending your hard-earned money for a sneaker, right? And you receive that in the post. Like, if you like, let's put this in perspective. Let's put it into the real life perspective, right? You go to a restaurant and you pay, say, £50 for a meal with you and your missus. Like, this is £50, 70 quid or $70 or something like that, and you have a really good meal. Your customer satisfaction is going to be quite high, because you're like, yo, that was good. I had a good meal. I enjoyed myself, right?
Right.
And then you go and spend the same. You spend $100 at a restaurant, and the food's trash, and it leaves you with a sour taste. You're gonna go back to that restaurant again?
Hell no.
So why, like, we are subdued into going back to Nike all the time to spend this money to spend on subpar quality for sneakers? Why? I don't understand. I know we all want the sneakers. They're all hyped, and you can't just live on hype all your life, bro. You can't live on that hype constantly all the way through the years, because like it's gonna catch up with you. And some people are going, like, I encourage people, if you got bad quality sneakers, to send them back. Send them back. Put them on sale, right? Because you deserve better. Everybody deserves better than spending £170 on this. Let's just say £170, which is $200 or $220 after taxes for you guys, on a sneaker that is absolutely trash. If I found a sneaker like that, and the problem is, some people won't want to send it back tonight, because like they're afraid that if they do send the sneaker back tonight, they won't get next releases. So what will they end up doing? Probably selling it on and giving that L to somebody else. I encourage everybody that if you got a sneaker that bad, send it back to Nike.
Bro, I mean, how? Yeah, you got to send it back to them and let them deal with it. Get your money back. If it's something you really want, because I do agree. Benzino was excited about getting that W on that sneaker. If it's something you really want, try to see if you could find a better pair for a reasonable price, or wait for restocks to see if you can find a better sneaker, but that's just bad, bro. That's
really
the worst.
I'm telling you, this is my rant of the week. But I know I'm all for helping people. I'm all for like making sure people get a good deal. But how can you stop people not get? Well, how can you stop people getting a good deal when it comes from the manufacturer, bro?
It's unexplainable, man. It's really unexplainable. I can't understand how they can let something like that get out. And we talking about his pair. His pair is the worst that I've seen. I've seen people hype the shoe up. Tony Mui formerly of Complex. He's at Soul Savvy now. He's done hype videos on it. Of course, the resellers that planned on getting a lot of pairs, they were hyping it up, which that was the thing that I loved about the way Retro Rick handled it, because he didn't pull any punches on it.
That's the most important thing. Sorry to cut you, bro. But I just want to quickly add: how can you get a fair? Let's just say, even if I copped a pair on Saturday and it was immaculate, and I did the review on Tuesday, and this is not me being sour that I didn't cop a pair, because if I cop a pair or don't cop a pair, I move on to the next release. If I cop a pair, thankfully I did. But that's amazing. If I don't, I'm not sour. I'm still keep that positive energy. I'm still keeping it 100%. I'm like, yo, I didn't cop. If there's restocks, I'll cop. I'll let you guys know if there's restocks and there's where to get them. But for me, like, it's like if I get it in hand, I get it in hand. Even if I did get it on Saturday, I would have straight away grabbed BENZINO's pair anyway to do the comparison, because you got to show the good side and the bad side. You got to be neutral when it comes to stuff like this. And some of the people that you just mentioned might have deals with brands, might have sponsorship deals with other people, might have an agenda to set because of the brand, right? So you got to remember is you have to be fair and concise when you actually talk about sneakers, when you actually give a fair opinion on a sneaker. If I sat here and I got my pair and I was given, I'm sponsored, I have to say good things, don't I?
Yeah, you got to. Unless you're dealing with one of those companies that are fair enough to allow you to give your opinion because they know what you know. Like it's and let's for a second. Other subcultures, I see that a lot in like the gaming industry. When the big streamers or the big YouTubers that do gaming content, they get early copies of games, and if they don't like the game, they have to find ways to try to make you like it, even though they know it's horrible.
Yeah. One thing I'm always going to try and be is fair and consistent. I don't care. I don't care if my channel grows and blows up. I don't care if somebody gives me a sponsorship deal. I'm always going to try and be fair and consistent on, and I'm going to give my I'm always going to give my personal opinion to the companies, to the brands, to the manufacturers of what I think of their products. Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be sitting here, right, giving my word is my bond, right? I don't want to be sitting here giving my opinion on something knowing that I am not 100% about it.
Yeah, that's not fair to your viewers, and honestly, it's not fair to the community, the broader community, because these type of things they fall into an echo chamber. Yep. You know, once somebody says something is trash, everybody's going to repeat it and take it. People will take it as fact. Yep. In this case, it is a fact.
Yep. I can tell you now, bro. When we talk about Jordan 4s, the Lightning 4s had issues. The Lightning 4s has issues, right? I can pull out my Lightning 4s and I can show you a crease mark in it. I can show you a dent in it, right? I can live with that because I'm going to wear it, right? I'm going to live with it. I'm going to let it breathe. But if the Lightning 4s were stitched bad, if the Lightning 4s had mesh out of place, if the Lightning 4s pre-creased badly, if the Lightning 4s had glue stains everywhere underneath the mesh, underneath the stitching didn't look right, I would be questioning that quality check, and I'll be questioning whether I need to keep them or buy a new pair.
And I'm gonna say this because Shout out to Black Martin. I was trying to get 4 pairs of that shoe. One for him, his wife, his son, and his daughter, because I wasn't interested in it. So I put all my effort into getting their pairs, and I couldn't get any. And I'm glad that I did not have to give my personal friend, and his family pairs of garbage quality shoes. Now, looking at the pictures, it's not a bad looking shoe. I would never say it's not a Thunder. It's a color swap. It's Ermac. The Thunder is Scorpion, and this shoe is Ermac, right? If you play Mortal Kombat. But bro, it's not a horrible looking shoe, but the quality, dog, like I couldn't even for retail, bro. At retail, like, come on, man. That's an outlet shoe right there. That the Carmelo 13s with the red bleeding went straight to the out. They did not release that shoe. They should have done the same thing.
I was mad about that, bro. That 13 is one of the 13s I missed out, and I still haven't picked up because those Melo 13s, bro, they are fire.
Yeah,
fire sneaker.
Black and yellow 13. I mean,
black and yellow. You know what I mean? Bro? Is that
go
black
wrong.
and yellow?
It's hard. Yo, it's hard. It's so hard to go wrong with a black and yellow shoe. The Pollens, we got the Lightnings, we got the Black and University Gold 12s even went crazy. It's hard to mess up a black and yellow shoe, and somehow red dye was seeping from the upper and the midsole line of that shoe. So I mean, for them to mess this up, man, a black and red for Jordan Brand to mess up a black and red release. Come on, bro.
So this is why I do the sneaker news, 60-second sneaker news, and I'm sarcastic with it. I try and make it funny but relatively informative as much as possible, because like sometimes it's a joke. Sometimes you look at it and like it's a joke. Like for instance, the Chanels. Is that Chanels that are coming out? But why release another red and white sneaker? Why release another red and white sneaker without it being in Chicago? All right, it's for the ladies. It's a great sneaker for the ladies. Well, bro, I'm pretty sure if you release a million Chicagos and you gave it to the ladies as well, and the extended sizes, they'll love it.
Yeah, I mean, bro. People love the white Oreo 4s. So at this point, can we really ask why people are gonna buy it? That's why.
Yeah, exactly. But by the way, give us a second. We'll be right back. We're gonna sort out Q's camera, and we'll be right back. We back. Finally got you back on screen, bro. Finally got you back on screen.
Yeah. It's nice to be back.
So next order of affairs is UPS shipping, bro. Let's talk about UPS. No, let's talk about generically what the shipping is like. And it's not too bad here in the UK, except for the fact that we had issues. I had issues last week with the Cool Purple 13s, where apparently somebody had opened the box, but the guy the guy that delivered it was like, "I'm sorry, it was open like that. Do you want to check the sneaker?" I checked them, happy. I get any kind of just sign for it. That's fine.
Wait.
But
he checked them?
No, I checked them.
No, he said he checked them though.
No, he said the boxes already open. He said you can check them to see if the sneaker if everything's there. So I basically I checked them.
Okay.
But it looked like somebody had physically opened the Nike box with a big, let's just say, Nike. Seriously, you want to send us a box with congratulations Nike on it, right? Don't you think somebody's gonna open that?
Bro, see, how long, Nike, we gonna have to deal with issues with boxes? Okay, first it was the pro theft tape. The big Just Do It tape and all. Yeah, it's cool to open your porch and see Just Do It on the box. That is so cool. I love the idea, but this is now 2022. We've been having problems with this since 2019 with people stealing, whether it's the carrier stealing or somebody walking up on your porch and taking your stuff. We have to do unmarked shipping. Nike, please. Unmarked. Stole them.
Stolen. This is the famous stolen icon. Yo, bro, we understand gone. We understand L. We understand the fact that you give us a double L, one in the emails, one on the app. We understand that. We can take that. But I talk about taking a victory away from somebody that's actually got a W. Like, you know, they're saying, oh yes, I got my sneaker, it's coming. And then all of a sudden it's gone missing in the warehouse. It's gone missing in the FedEx shop. This is an issue in the States for you guys as well. More there than us. Because at least we can trust some of the things. Like we've got DPD, we've got Yodel, we've got other companies that deliver it. And Yodel is probably one of the worst ones out there, let's just be honest. But DPD is reliable. DVD is reliable. There is some horrible companies, and why I don't understand why Nike don't vet some of these companies that they use. But I know I'm gonna let you talk, bro, because FedEx is a massive issue. UPS is a massive issue. So this is your platform, bro.
Yo, okay. First of all, I have to go back. I have to dig back into a painful time where I hit on the shock drop for the Fire Red 4s. UPS jerked me around for a week and a half, bro. I didn't get shipping notifications until maybe 5 days after the W, which is weird. We used to get a shipping notification within 2 days at the latest. For a shock drop, exclusive access, a regular release W, a draw W, whatever the case is. I'm used to getting that shipping notification, labels being created or waiting on shipper pickup or whatever the case. I didn't get a shipper update, the very first shipping update, for 5 days. When I got the update, it then took another 3 days before it updated again to shipper has picked up, it's on the way, blah, blah, blah. Nike couldn't tell me shit. UPS didn't want to tell me shit, and I was mad. So what I ended up doing was changing the shipping to pickup instead of delivery. Now, UPS, y'all got to do something about y'all hours, because UPS closes for 5 hours in the middle of the day.
5 hours.
They open in the morning, they close at like 1 o'clock, and then they don't reopen until 5 o'clock, something like that.
That's a bit weird.
That's a long ass break.
Yeah, but that's maybe they work off like shift patterns, so morning shift and afternoon shift, and then they close it, because I know maybe because they realize that a lot of people don't work will go to work between 1 and 5, so they open it up for people that actually work during the day. Maybe, possibly, I don't know. But that's really weird. Like, have shipping.
So
have a company that do that.
The day that I was going to pick my shoes up, I actually went. I got off work around 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that, and I went to the UPS store. They were closed for the next 3 hours or something like that. So I went home 30 minutes away. And when they reopened, I drove that 30 minutes back to UPS. I walked in to get my shoe. And this is a Fire Red 4 now. This is a legendary colorway, one of the OG colorways of the Jordan 4 that I've never owned. It's got Nike on the back. I couldn't wait to get the shoe in hand. I had it early. I was ready to do my review and all this. I walk in and these people tell me they couldn't find my package.
Are you serious?
Bro, I wanted to flip the whole store upside down. They want my ID. They want the tracking number. Bro, when I tell you I was mad, I got nervous. you know that nervous energy. I don't know how other people work, but when I get nervous energy, it's not a good feeling. It's either I'm about to blow up or I'm about to start crying. And I wasn't gonna cry because I just spent $220 on this damn shoe. I want my shoe. I don't want to argue with nobody. I don't want to have no conversation with nobody, bro. It's a shock drop. I hit. I'm excited, man. But yeah, UPS is pretty good. And shout out my UPS driver. He's a great guy. I think he knows that I get a lot of sneakers, but I've never had any problems with him. Even when he delivers late, he always ring the doorbell. He'll ring it twice.
Yeah, who doesn't know? Who doesn't know the drivers anymore? Because it seems like to me, like I know my Royal Mail, Royal Mail being our local postal service, but I know my Royal Mail delivery driver, female and male, and I also know the DPD driver, and like, because every time there's 2 or 3, like let's just be honest, there's 2 or 3 that deliver in the area, and I've over the last 5 or 6 years, I've consecutively got to know them, and they were like, "Oh, here you go, you again," or "Oh, you got another pair." I said, "Yeah."
yeah. But see, Nike, they use FedEx, they use UPS. I've never received anything from Nike via the U.S. mail, U.S. Postal Service, but they used Laser Ship on my.
I've never even heard that company, bro. And you know what? The other company I was trying to remember early on was Hermes. Hermes and Yodel are the worst companies. I know I will go through my experience with them, but you carry on with your story, bro.
Laser Ship has had controversy in the U.S. with theft by their employees and just all type of shady practices. I should have, because I knew we were going to talk about this. I should have had you look up the Laser Ship, but you may not be able to find it on your end, or maybe you would. But Laser Ship has been in trouble with sneakerheads for a while, and I'm pretty sure people that get other type of products delivered to them is having issues with Laser Ship. Laser Ship is the company that you'll see somebody's beat up 1989 minivan with a Laser Ship logo on the side of it. Laser Ship is that company, bro, that you do not want to see pop up on the tracking for your sneakers W. I don't care.
Ooh, bro.
I don't care if you. I don't look at. Yo, they have negative reviews.
96% is bad, bro.
Yo, you can't get worse.
Do you think they should rename this company to? Well, do you think they should rename this company to 5 Finger Discount?
And when you start reading the reviews, dog, I'm talking about horror stories, bro. Freddy Krueger wouldn't scare you as much as some of these people when you read their stories, dog.
I've just filtered out the bad ones. Shipment, Laser Ship has to be the worst courier ever. I swear, I think they have a team that takes packages. Oh shit!
Every time it says was delivered on my front porch, there's no package. Like, come on, bro.
Worst company in existence. 0 customer service. Okay, cool. So no customer service at all. No stars. If I had a choice.
Right. Laser Ship is the worst, bro. When I saw that Nike was using Laser Ship, I said, "Oh shit,
that's bad." Driver forged signature. My package was never signed for by me, so the signature was forged by the driver because the signature shows it's not mine. It is against the law to forge a signature, bro.
At least they got the package, though.
Well, yeah. At
least they got the package.
Avoid. All I'm saying is totally okay. You know what? Let's be fair and consistent, like we said we were always going to be. Let's just see these 3% excellent reviews.
3%. 3% of 300. So that's 10.
Yo, I'm gonna say it's really hard sometimes to go online and trust some of these reviews because like some companies, I'm not saying Lasership are doing it, I'm not saying FedEx do it, I'm not saying anybody that does it. Well, I'm gonna put that little caveat in because we don't want to get our asses handed to us by Lasership. But what I'm trying to say is some companies out there will go on these trusted websites and give fake reviews. So all I'm saying is be cautious, read the majority of the reviews, make sure you trust the reviews you're reading. So some people never been a problem. Good contender. I'm surprised Lasership works so well. So this might be genuine.
Might be.
Because he's definitely shot like Lasership. Actually, I've never heard of Lasership before today, and I'm gonna definitely remember that. But some of these is delivered on time with care. Like we have to keep everything in retrospect. So some people got their packages without issues. But this is a bad sign. 96% of your packages have got issues with deliveries. So, yes, I don't know why Nike. I don't know if I was a Nike employee or I was in charge of finding companies that actually have a good reputable history of delivering packages. I would not be choosing Lasership just off this review. Just off this trusted website, trust review website, because basically it's telling me, Trustpilot. It's telling me I can't trust this company. Why would you hire a company with this bad review on an independent Trustpilot website?
Look, we ain't even talking. What's the one the review site? I can't remember it now. Whatever, but yeah, even a third party reviewer, because we know the numbers. 306. And it's looking like it's the history on it ain't that deep.
Yeah.
But since Lasership has upped the ante on what they're delivering, like, nah, bro, I wouldn't trust them to deliver me a pair of socks.
That's just one side, bro. That's just one trusted. But like it took me 5 minutes.
That's what I'm thinking.
It took me 5 minutes. Yo. I didn't realize Yelp had actually a delivery company.
No. Yeah.
Right, so I think we might have lost Q for a second. We're having some technical difficulties, so give us 2 seconds, or we'll be right back. Right, I think Lasership tried to ban you, bro. They heard you were talking bad things about them, and they were like, "No, we are good. We've not got that 93% or 96% bad reviews." Just like. Damn, sort yourselves out.
Hey,
they're trying to block us here, bro.
That's for you, Lasership. You ain't gonna stop
They went all out. They went all out to try and cancel you, bro. They took your PC off. They made it crash. Put that virus in your PC, bro.
Man, look, I'm about to delete all my Lasership tracking information because they're tracking me.
So talk to us about what happened with Lasership as well. So did you actually manage to get your package at the end?
I did get my package. The box was dented. Yeah, it was indeed a beautiful thing to get the package. They did not ring the doorbell. I saw no vehicle, and the box was in pretty bad shape. The outside box was. My shoe box inside, thankfully, was packed well, so it wasn't damaged. But yeah, it was the handcrafted ones that I got from Lasership.
Oh damn! I saw. So okay, cool. So what about the fire red fours that you mentioned that UPS actually couldn't find in their warehouse? Did you manage to get the fire red fours?
Yeah, they found them. They found them.
Are you sure? It wasn't. You didn't find somebody in the back. I'm trying to do something. You didn't find somebody in the back caressing your sneakers like this. Like, I can't find your package, bro. Where are you? I can't. Are you looking for this? This is my pair, bro. I don't know where your pair is, but this is my pair. The box was open.
I got my pair. Okay, right here. I definitely got my pairs. I was not going gonna let them.
It's a celebration, bro. It's a celebration when you get your pairs.
And I have worn the hell out of them.
Yeah. Oh, is that the bloodline laces in the 504s? Yeah.
Hey man, it's a little something.
Yes. That's what I like to see, bro. That's what I like to see.
It's a little something.
Lace swaps. Lace swaps.
I kind of wanted to mention these when we were talking about the. Well, I did mention these when we were talking about the Crimson 4s, because the quality check on my pair wasn't the best, but it wasn't horrible either. So
no. Like, look. Let's just get this straight, right? It doesn't matter if you got. I can understand when you're manufacturing 100,000 pairs of sneakers, 200,000 pairs of sneakers for 500,000 pairs of sneakers, or even 1 million pairs of sneakers. I can understand that a quality check isn't going to be up to par. You got to get them through the process in house, right? You got to make sure. Like they are checked relatively good enough and ready enough. So you might have a couple of issues. Might have 1 or 2 issues, right? But when we're looking at, and let's just also get this into retrospect. Nike could be using a different manufacturing company, and this is coming from the issue. So something manufactured from a different company could be the issue. So they need to regulate that. So we could be teething issues. We could be seeing teething issues. But the case is they should be doing something to compensate people that are getting shit pairs like that, right? And secondly, when we're talking about manufacturing, how is that passing a quality check or QC check with that many issues with it? So that's the question, bro. Like that's the main question is how are we seeing like so much of I've never seen a pair that bad from Nike. And it came from Nike. It came from sneakers that it came from an early access, exclusive access. So it was a sneaker that BENZINO won. So how I know I'm fat, bro. We're so raging. We're actually talking about it still now within halfway through the podcast. So
well, yeah, let's let that be what it is, man. We'll see what happens in the future. But what is this foolishness you got on the screen right here,
bro? This is we talked about leadership. We talked about UP. We'll talk about UPS in a bit, but this is FedEx. FedEx have got pairs of sneakers that are coming through. This is somebody stole dunks from the actual box, bro. They delivered a box without dunks. They delivered the outside box, the shipping box had been open, dunks were missing. There's no W.
No W.
So
is ridiculous.
Like, we talked about leadership. Now we're talking about FedEx. We'll talk about UPS as well. It's like I remember pre-Christmas. There was this. Was it in Alabama where they actually literally FedEx dumped all these boxes? And you know what? Let me try and look this up because this is shocking. This is shocking. You talk about it. I'm going to look this up.
Well, being a delivery driver myself, it just occurred to me what happened. So this person, whoever was driving those trucks. And if it was on the same route, because it was along just this one wooded area where police or somebody found all these packages, hundreds of packages. They needed 3 or 4 trucks.
We're getting there, bro. We're getting there. We are definitely getting there.
The driver, I imagine the driver of that truck not wanting to make all those deliveries, wanting to go do whatever he wanted to do, and just decided to doff all those packages in the woods so he wouldn't have to do his job. He could actually go do whatever else he wanted to do throughout the day instead of making deliveries.
Okay, go. I'm gonna share. I think this is a video. So it'd be great to get on because I'm gonna share this with you guys. It's FedEx packages, and I'm gonna play this video, and then we are going to
look at that.
Look at that. That's the video. So let's have a look.
Introducing Daily ID.
Let's try to skip this. Sorry guys, I need to try to skip this
designed for.
And then like this is
just a river of boxes. Some busted open, some not. Everybody that had a package on that truck that was thrown down that hill, you know. has been wronged, and it's just it's a really sad situation.
So that is the issue with FedEx. So we saw a lot of boxes at the back of that van being like basically all the boxes that were in the forest in Alabama being loaded up and taken to their relative homes, because those are loads and loads of packages being dumped in that forest, bro. And I don't know how many trucks or how many vans or how many days it took to empty that, but somebody in FedEx was dumping packages in the forest, and because they didn't want to do either, they didn't want to do a job, or they didn't care.
Well, and I don't know what type of area it was in, but if it was in an area that saw any type of foot traffic, somebody saw those packages down there, and either the driver opened them or somebody passed through there and decided, let me see what's in some of these boxes, because there's no excuse to do that, man. Like, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I don't know what else can possibly be said about that other than it's just wrong. People spend their hard-earned money. Online shopping is probably at the highest of highs during COVID. This was prior to holiday season, but I imagine some people that do early holiday shopping had a lot of stuff that they were buying for loved ones and themselves as well. And to see that, man, is just so sad and disheartening when us as sneakerheads, sometimes the only option we have is to shop online to be able to get the pairs that we want, and to be able to get some of the drip that go with these pairs. Sometimes you're not going to find it, in the mall or in the stores locally, so you got to shop online for it.
So just to give that into retrospect, FedEx are launching an investigation after police found police officers from the I can't even say that Blount County Sheriff's Office, BCSO, found hundreds of packages in Alabama ravine. So basically, we're talking about 300 to 400 FedEx packages in various sizes has seemingly been thrown off a roadside in the country western region, in the county's western region. So, bro, 300 to 400 packages.
There's probably 50, at least 50 sneakers in there, I imagine.
And this is them sorting it out after. So you can see there's various packages there. Like you've got probably paper, PCs, laptops, possibly household goods, and definitely sneakers, bro.
Yeah,
definitely.
It looked like I could see a sneaker box in that. The one right with the red and white on it, towards the bottom right there.
There.
That looks like a shoebox. I don't know what shoe it is, but it looks like a shoebox.
But possibly there's a couple of shoeboxes down here, the back here. But this is just one take of the picture, bro. This is just one indication of what. And then, bro, we gave Lasership a massive hassle about their shipments, a massive issue about their review on Trustpilot. Look at FedEx. They're not any better.
FedEx is supposed to be a reputable company. When we're talking about shipping in the U.S., you're talking about three places. You're talking about UPS, FedEx, or the U.S. Postal Service. Those are the only three companies that come to mind immediately when you talk about shipping. I've shipped to other people. I've received packages from other people. Those are the three main sources that people in the U.S. use. So when you're in the top three of your industry, and FedEx run commercials, bro. I can't leave my house without seeing a FedEx truck or van. So when you're doing that much business, this type of shit is unacceptable, man.
Okay, now what do you think about this, bro? What do you think about this? FedEx basically have said
UPS.
UPS, sorry, apologies. UPS put a limit on packages, on night packages they can deliver over Christmas. So, this is why you were having delays on some of your packages over Christmas, because you normally, let me give it an idea of what happens in the UK is when Nike sends us a package, they will find a courier. The DPD, if you're blessed, you'll get DPD because DPD are quite reliable. If you're not blessed, you'll get Yodel or Hermes, which are absolutely terrible. But they source these couriers, and we'll have our packages within a couple of days. I'm talking, you win a sneaker on Saturday, you have it by day on Monday or Tuesday, right? That's fine. That's pretty quick. That's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah, that's
if you win it on
quick.
Friday, if you win it on Friday, you might get it on Sunday or Monday, which is great because you want to see the sneaker, you want to actually look at it and stuff like that. But I know you guys take a week to 2 weeks to get your packages, and you actually have a standard set of you can get this quicker or you can get this general. So you have an option to increase your charges. Let's just say it's expensive to get extra. You're expensive to pay that extra money to get your sneakers quicker.
Yeah.
Which I feel is a bit out of order. But you will have to wait up to 2 weeks for your package to come. Which I can't believe that as an outlet like Nike and the couriers they use, that it takes you that long to get your packages, bro.
Yeah, typically, I'll say from my experience, it's been at least a week. The quickest I've got a package from Nike is about 5 days, which is very, very good for standard shipping, because for a while during COVID, they took away the express shipping option because everything was being shipped. People weren't able to pick up in store. A lot of stores, change their hours. They limit their customer capacity and everything. So I understood to a certain degree during the holidays what was going to happen, because it's like that every holiday, even pre-COVID. But limiting the amount of Nike packages is I feel like it's a attack on people that like a certain company. And like, y'all mad because Nike is making so much money? They paying y'all to ship the stuff.
I don't think it's the case. I think that you got to remember is with releases, if you're getting a Nike release every week, with releases, your peak time and demand is after that release. So you're expecting like 60,000 packages to 100,000 packages, or if you say not even that, bro. If the release in the States is like 100,000 Nike sneakers, and UPS, let's just say they get 40%, you got 40,000 packages heading your way, bro. And let's just say Christmas is a high demand in terms of when people send most of the packages during the year, Christmas, holiday season and stuff like that, to get their packages to their relative loved ones. And it probably is quite a big demand for like UPS to handle. And you're talking peak loads on like as soon as Saturday happens, Sunday they get them. They have to process that round. Maybe they just said, right, cool, like we appreciate the money, keeps us going, but we can't handle the volume that you're giving us now. And you got to remember, bro, we're talking about cool grey 11s here, bro. Cool grey 11s are 1 million pairs. So if you think like out of 1 million pairs, 40% of that went to the States, you're already talking about 400,000 pairs, bro.
Yeah, and actually I heard that it was well over 1 million.
Yeah, just taking it from a conservative point of view. But if you're talking about 400,000 pairs, I think that a little indication of why Nike kind of give us that exclusive access or that early access is to get some of these pairs out before release date. Because imagine you are going to load a company like UPS, like Fedex, like Lasership with pairs, and I feel maybe this is why they have to vet this. You have to vet a company or get other companies that are not as desirable to do the shipping, because otherwise you got like people be waiting 3-4 weeks for their pairs of sneakers to come through, bro.
Yeah, I mean, but again, these corporations, they won't explain. We have to find out from media outlets, from insiders that give us information that I feel the companies would do better with giving us, because we can then say, okay, at least they're explaining what the issues are.
So we every time, a good saying that I always use, when you have a problem, we'll try to find a solution. So it's like, for me, like, I always try and say, if I've got a problem, I will always come back with a potential solution, right? So help anybody. So if you come with me with a problem, or if I've got a problem, I will say, right, this is a problem, this is how we can solve it. So what do you feel Nike should be doing to solve this issue?
Well, I know I've received packages from UPS and FedEx from Nike, so I think evenly distributing between the two companies would help a lot. And also maybe trying to use the Postal Service. I don't know what their relationship is like with the Postal Service. I've never received anything from Nike through the Postal Service, and also staggering releases, like with exclusive access and shock drops and stuff like that, will probably help also. But for the foreseeable future, until we get past COVID, this is going to be a continuous problem.
So what about? I agree with you. I think either Nike's in a position where they can either keep using UPS and FedEx. But there's other issues with that. Like we'll talk. I'm going to go into that in a bit. But they could still keep using FedEx and UPS and USPS. But then that they have to vet. They definitely have to vet the companies they use, right? Because you can't just say, I'm going to use any old company to actually ship my products, because it doesn't work. It won't work, because you can get somebody from the street, create their own courier company, and then say, "Oh, yo, Nike, do your packages." It could be anybody.
Yeah.
It could be anybody. It could be. Bro, I'm not suggesting this happens, but a reseller might say, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna open up a shipping company. I'm gonna vet myself to Nike, and I'm gonna take your piss." I'm just saying, controversial as it may be, but bro, if you don't vet companies, you let anybody and everybody touch your packages that are important to your customers and consumers. Not only do your reputation within the business go down, it actually affects your profit margin, because all of a sudden the customer didn't receive their package. You're paying out to the customer to say, sorry, you didn't get your package. Like, here's your money back. And you lost product. You might be insured over it, but you lost your product. And it's not a good look. Secondly, how do you feel about their packaging, bro? Like, the still me tape. And that's gone now, but you still got information on the Nike box, especially here in the UK.
Yeah, well, that box that you received, that the box that your Purple 13s came in, those boxes aren't much better, because it's easy. I don't have one of those boxes on me, but that box is easy access, bro.
Oh, I have a box. I have a box. 2 seconds.
Yeah, the perforated lines on that box, you can pop open so easily that is ridiculous. Like that, there's no way in hell Nike should be shipping stuff expensive. I mean, we're talking about $200 or better almost every time for Jordans anyway. And they're shipping the box. They're shipping the shoe in a box that's easily open. That box right there.
So this is the box, right? This is the box we all talk about, right? Nothing on the front. It's perforated. You just rip it, like you just rip it here, right? And then you can open it up, and it's easy access, so you can see it's easy access. What my issue with this is, right? This.
Yeah. They need to stop. They got to stop branding the boxes. I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. It's cool. But guess what? That box is not going in my stack. The actual shoe box is going in the stack.
Right. Yeah,
Stop printing stuff on the outside shipping package. We don't need that. It's not good for the culture.
And let's not narrow it down just to Nike. Let's look at all the other companies, like when Samsung ship your TV, they've got Samsung on the outside, bro. But it comes directly from the seller. It comes from any of the and it's directly shipped to you with their selling company, which will come to you. You're not using any external shipping companies, and this is what I was going to get at as well. So if you want to print names on your boxes, if you want to put your name on your box on the outside of the box, Nike should just ship it. You should create their own shipping internal shipping department and ship it, and then use their own company. Forget FedEx, forget UPS, forget LaserShip, forget Yodel, forget DPD. Nike shipping company directly from Nike. They grab their pairs. They give it to you in their hand personally using their own reputable shipping agents that they have internally. If you want to go down that route by putting your name on the box, you need to guarantee that box gets to your consumer.
100%. I do agree with you, but thinking about it from a business perspective, that's a lot of overhead that they don't want to have to pay. That's what it comes down to. They want to keep as much money as they can. They already have enough issues to deal with as far as customer service is concerned. To add another wrinkle into that customer service fold, they don't want to do that. They don't want the customer service headache because that's a whole nother department. It's a whole nother company. That's thousands of warehouses in the US alone. They'll have to have at least, I know in Georgia, they would have to build at least 5 warehouses to send trucks from. But for different parts of the state.
There's an easy solution. Then there's an easy solution to this, bro. And the easy solution being is take your name off the outside of the box.
Yeah, that'll save them money too.
Yeah, exactly. Printing money. Take the name outside of the box, make it a brown box that nobody knows what's inside, and all of a sudden, half of your issues will disappear. You will always get people trying to open boxes. You always get people trying to look inside what your packages are, be it in the warehouse, be it outside the warehouse, be it people dumping you packages that they don't want to deliver. That will still happen. That's an issue that needs to be resolved with the courier that actually gets your package. But when it comes down to, let's just see, making yourself less bait. The bait means being more inconspicuous than being in your face to say, "Yo, this is what I got." Like, if you're a billionaire, you ain't like except for if you've got bodyguards around you, you ain't rocking all that jewelry, coming outside and say, "Look at me, look at me." You're not doing that, bro.
No, people. Not every rapper is rich, and not every rich person is a rapper.
Yep.
I've seen guys. I've worked around guys. I mean, you got to know they got so much money based on the business they're in or the title that they have, and you wouldn't be able to tell them from regular Joe Blow walking down the street. Yeah. Maybe if you see their car, or maybe if you see that you notice that they got on a Rolex, or if you know expensive dress shoes, you might say, "Well, hey, that's a $2,000 pair of, Italian leather loafers you got on." You got to have money, right?
And you know what the interesting thing is, right? Millionaires and billionaires wear plain clothes. They will not rock because, you have that Red Bull Target at the back of your on your back. They don't want that because they've got more to lose than us regular folk.
Exactly.
So, but
so shipping sucks. Nike, stop the bullshit.
Sort yourself out, bro. All right. Next topic. Next topic is price increases, inflation into 2022. do Nike want a big piece of that pie, of that resale, or are you genuinely believing that they actually need to increase their prices because of product inflation, like materials inflation, labor inflation, cost of wages, all of that stuff? What's your theory, bro?
Sadly, it's inflation, bro. Inflation sucks because prices go up faster than wages go up.
Yep.
and that's the bad thing. I kind of understand to a certain extent. I can understand, but Nike is already making a lot of money, and let's not just harp on Nike, because a lot of companies are raising prices. Food prices are up, material prices are up, like you said.
Yep.
Production prices go up when material prices go up.
Yep.
So I can understand. I can understand, but we're not gonna like it. That's
whoa, bro. Who likes paying more money for sneakers?
Exactly.
and in retrospect, if you're paying resale for sneakers and you can get them retail, and if you're paying like £300, £400 for sneakers, and then you can actually win a sneaker for like £10 worth or above retail than it used to be, you're happy. From be honest, let's be honest. I know if you never pay resale and the price has gone up, it's going to hurt you, but it's going to pinch your pocket a bit. But when you're a reseller and you're picking up these retail pairs which are a bit more expensive than they used to be, you're still saving £150 in your mind.
Yeah, I mean, going back to when Jordans were $120, $125 to
price
now.
Of mid. That's the price of a mid now.
Exactly. You know, Nike trainers are at 140, like Griffey's and Bo Jacksons and stuff like that. But then Jordans are now 190. Then in 2020, we going up to 200, 220. And we know SEs are 220 already. LeBron's 225. Foam posits 230. Like when is it going to cap? It's going to cap for a couple years, and it's going to go up another 10. Last couple years, we saw Jordan 1s go from 160 to 170.
Yeah. Which
this was pre-pandemic.
Which is basically like from our perspective, it's gone up. But in the UK, it's gone from 145 to now to about 155. So let's be like, when I first started picking up sneakers, it was actually 130, bro.
Yeah. For us, when I first started, we were already at 190, and Jordan 1s were 160. I saw, the transition to 170 for Jordan 1s, and I didn't budge really. This was pre-pandemic, so being that the price increase was on a not so steep slope,
yeah,
I was cool with it. But now going from 190 to 210 on some pairs.
Yeah. So it seems that way. Like I'm going to share the other screen with you, because I think this is the main reason why we're talking about this is because of this. So this came out just after Christmas, or maybe pre-Christmas or just after Christmas. So we're seeing an increase on the Air Max 97 for $5, which in retrospect is not a lot, but it's still $5 extra. The Air Force One, bro, it's gone up $10, and then we've seen the Air Max 90 go up another $10. So this is the original conversation of why we're talking about this. But and before Christmas, there was mentions of the Jordan 3s, Jordan 4s, Jordan 5s, possibly, and Jordan 6s having a price increase, like you just said. And into the new year, except for the pattern bred ones, which were still 145.
Yeah, 170 for us.
Yeah, now they've gone up another £10 for us. But we saw some companies or some foot sites still sell them for 155, and Nike still sell them pattern bred ones for 145. So there was a bit of a mix up there. So anybody that didn't get off the sneakers app, you paid resale for that, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I think price points that they already had locked in, they left the same, because we know we're going to see a lot of shoes released this year that were slated to release last year. So I think the prices on those will hold, because the price point was already set. The orders were made for that price point, but everything else moving forward is going to see that price increase for the most part.
Yep. Yep, hands down. So there looks like it looks like some massive impact in the inflation market. There's been issues with production. We know that from last year. There's been issues with shipping. We know that, and this is why, as I said, I made that YouTube video the other day about the fractured discommunication between shipping and buying products and the retail and the release dates and all of that stuff. There is a massive issue, and this is why I still say the Crimson 4s is a pair that is going to be easy accessible going forwards. Don't forget a release date. Release dates don't exist anymore in 2022, in the early start of 2022. When they tell you they're going to release a pair, like I said last week in last week's podcast, the pattern red ones, I copped another pair I copped a second pair for not for me, for E, because he hasn't got a pair. Now I'm hunting your pair, Cam's pair, and other people's pairs, because I know these pattern red ones will keep restocking, keep re-releasing, and once they do, I will cop pairs. And that pair I got on Saturday, the sneaker release date was the 30th of December for officially on the sneakers app. So you got to remember, I copped a pair 2 weeks out from release date. Same thing's gonna happen with the Crimson 4s. We haven't seen the full release outside the US for the Court Purple 13s. There's no release dates. Ignore release dates. Relax, be patient, and keep hunting. You will get your pairs. You will get your pairs. There's no doubt. And the horrendous amount of quality on those Jordan 4 Crimsons, there will be loads of pairs around. 100%.
Listen, I'll say this because we're getting another release from Foot Locker here in the US on Wednesday, which is the day that everybody will see this. So hopefully everybody is ahead of the curve as far as information is concerned, and everybody knows this that needs pairs. I'm in the raffle. My wife, I'm gonna have my brother and my sister also get in the raffle. However, releases, if you see a release date and you want that shoe, go for it.
Yeah.
But if you don't get it, you will have other opportunities, because like we talked, everything that we've discussed so far with shipping issues, production issues, material prices, and everything else, pairs will continue to release. There's no more a shoe dropping this day and selling out this day and it's gone. Your only option is resale. Your options are more limited because pairs are selling at retail, but you got to keep trying, stay plugged in, try to stay updated with your information, and you will have more opportunities to get pairs. As we're seeing with this patent bread, we'll probably see patent bread ones releasing up until early February. Maybe further, but early February definitely.
The thing is, pre-COVID was a different matter. Like pre-COVID, they will release. The shipping wasn't an issue. They will get the pairs in. They'll be ready. They'll be getting engaged. They'll be like, bang. That's the release date. That's pretty much 80% of the pairs out to the public. 20% on reserve. 20% on other dates like Sneakers Day. 20% on the end of the fall when sneakers come out. Like might give you some exclusives at the end of the fall. But now we're seeing a whole different shift because pre-COVID, when you couldn't get a sneaker, you had to go resale. You had to kind of say, I can't wait for this. I need to go for resale. But then also there is a act of, I need to get this now because I didn't get it. And if I didn't get it, I need to get it now because I won't get it. And that whole like instant, I need to get it. I need to look. And all of a sudden you cop a pair, and the price that fear of missing out is a massive issue when you go into that resale market, because you want to get the pair ASAP, and that drives the price up. So sometimes, and this is why they say patience is a virtue. They say patience is where you need to keep your focus at, because like the resale price after a sneaker releases on retail, especially pre-COVID, is going to spike up at least $50 to $60 to $70. And then it will settle down when everybody gets their pairs in hand. because the fear of missing out is a massive, massive issue. So you don't be afraid to miss out, because you will get pairs. And if you don't get pairs, you can still get it for VNDS. So if somebody's worn it, rocked it, don't want to rock it anymore, and you'll sell it. So you can still get pairs. So we proved that on our Instagram channels, bro. We proved that with Cam's live showing of what he picked up last year. But in the COVID time now, like when we're talking COVID times, that goes totally out the window, because I will give you an example of releases, like the pattern bred ones. Let's take that for example. I'm an avid believer of learning, researching, and knowing the market. And knowing the market is very crucial to how you maneuver and how you get the best deals. Pattern bred ones, before release date, 2 months out, £1,000. 1 month out, £700. Release date on the 30th of December. Whoever got them, got them. Didn't get them. They went for £350. Right. Now we look at them, right? And I'm gonna pull them up. No, I won't pull them up. They were going for £250. Right, they settled between 230 to 250, which I really thought they were going to settle to once we got more majority of releases out. That was 2 weeks out, and then now starting to pick up. So the trend is up and down until we get the full pairs. That's what you're going to see through to 2022, up to middle of 2022, because what the price range for those Crimson 4s are at the moment is what the price range was for those bred ones when they actually first released on their retail date. Right? Or release date.
Right.
When they get more pairs in the market, when you see Foot Locker release more pairs, when you see more Foot Starts release their more pairs, when you walk into the store and you see those Crimson 4s sitting there, right? And I guarantee somebody will see those sitting there, then you'll see that retail or resale drop to relative where it needs to be.
Definitely.
Right? So that's my opinion on that sneaker.
Yeah, I mean that the fact that because we have seen. we have seen a bit of a digression from what we saw in 2020, with stores reopening, with jobs reopening, the employment market open back up to where places are hiring a lot more people than they were able to during the beginning of COVID. We've seen shoes start to sit now. GRs are still kind of hype at this point because it is still difficult to get a GR pair. I mean, we talking about the Crimson 4s. We've been talking about them the whole show, and that shoe was pretty difficult to get. The Court Purple 13s were not as difficult to get as the Crimson 4. I can go back. I walked in the store and bought a pair of Bordeaux 1s for EGOT sold. I'm sorry, Bordeaux 6s.
Yeah.
Bordeaux 1s. Bordeaux 1s were available in store on shelf. I saw handcrafted ones last week in the store down the street.
Jordan 1s are dead, bro. If you believe what everybody else says, Jordan 1s are dead, bro.
The threes are dead too. Jordan 1s and Jordan 3s are dead, but we're not gonna go there.
Yeah, we're not gonna go there. But like, I don't believe any of that. I don't believe the hype. I don't believe anything of that. But when you ones like those sneakers that, but just quickly touch before we move on to the next subject. Let's quickly touch on those Jordan 4s, Crimsons, right? Just quick touch. Did you get, Nike are very desperate. They are desperate to sell sneakers when they rename a sneaker that released prior and then rename it to something like the Moonlight 5s, right? Did you get that sneaker in hand? Did you get that sneaker in hand?
Yeah, I did.
Did you keep it?
No, I didn't.
I got that sneaker in hand, right? I can tell you the nubuck on that was
not good.
Terrible. Ashy. That's a 5, right? Now, when I look at the Crimson 4s, they look the same to me. Literally, bro, they look ashy, they look trashy, they look bad, but there's hype on the 4s. Now we're seeing that.
So the Moonlight 5, and forgive us because I know there are people out there that love that shoe. We just happen to be two people that are not fans of that shoe.
No.
Although we both love Jordan 5s. I don't like the fact that the quality control on that Moonlight 5 was better than the quality control on this 4. And the 4 is a more desirable colorway than the Moonlight or Oreo colorway on the 5.
Yeah, and
this black and red 4, people love black and red on a Jordan 4. I don't think people love black and white so much on a Jordan 5. But the quality, I'm not talking about the material choice. The material choice on the Moonlight 5, in my opinion, was bad. Okay. The material choices on this 4 is not bad. It's the quality control.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm gonna say this wholeheartedly. If those Moonlight 5s had good nubuck, if they had good quality, right, I would have kept them. I like them. Then let's call them by the real name, the Oreo 5s. If they had quality, if they had this quality, bro. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I still think the quality on this is not that great, right? If I'm honest, like it seems like it's like thin nubuck on it and stuff like that. But like if they had this quality, this is not ashy. This is pretty good. Like I got a little white mark there which I can rub off, but like this isn't got that static. This hasn't got that. Any lint is gonna stick to this. It's gonna cause an issue. I need to keep wiping the sneaker down. This sneaker's great. It's absolutely great, right? Yeah. But those Oreo 5s, bro, I got them to get them in hand and to have a look at them. I bought them in my size, and I thought I'll leave them there a couple of days. And maybe I'll still like them because I love 5s, bro. You know me, and I know you. We love 5s, right? Yeah. So I thought this might be a situation where it's just one of those things. You get them in hand and you start to love them. I gave them back in a couple of days. I got a review out of it, but it's not. That was never the purpose for it. You see what I'm saying? That was never the purpose for it. It was always supposed to be a sneaker that I want to kind of have, and I want to see. I want to actually see it. I want to see. Is this good? Is this going to be anything like a sleeper that I think is going to be a sleeper, but it's probably worth a keeper? It never materialized. And as you know, the Crimson 4s are very off-putting to me when they come with the same kind of quality that I've seen on those Oreo 5s. And I look, bro, I'm gonna be honest, right? If I do actually pick up a pair and it's absolutely phenomenal, right? I will keep it because I'm lucky, right?
Yeah.
But if I get a pair and it's absolutely trash, it's going back.
Listen, I advise anybody, if you do come across a pair of Crimson 4s in hand, in store, when you tell that employee, I need this size, and they say, I got it, do not leave that store before you do a full quality check on that shoe. All right. Public service announcement right here. Do not leave the store with a pair of Crimson 4s that have not been seen and inspected by yourself, and you are cool with the quality on that shoe.
Yeah.
Don't go for the okie doke.
Otherwise, you'll be like,
I got one question for you.
Yeah, man, this thing, man. This thing with these 4s, bro, is bad. Everything else that we talked about, you can kind of understand it's pretty solvable. But these 4s, bro, they shouldn't have left the warehouse. We should have had less pairs.
They should have pulled them like the Mellows.
Yeah.
And you know what's really interesting. Like we had it. Okay, cool. Let's be honest. They did pull those Carmine 6s, and then they sold them for a couple. For some pairs, some where they knew they had majority issues, they pulled some of them, which is great, which is good, which is what we like. Responsive, like intelligent, responsive behavior is what we like to see.
Right.
So that they did the right thing there.
Yeah. So
they didn't do the right thing here, bro. This is it's almost like COVID has got them in a state where we don't care. We just need to release these pairs.
Yo, so the Carmine 6 is no longer the COVID shoe. The Crimson 4 is officially the COVID shoe. It's taking over that number 1 spot for the COVID shoe outside of the backdoor ones let's not even talk about those. What I want to know from you is what we had on feet this weekend.
Oh, hold on. I will basically show you what I had on. Bro, you don't want to know what I had on feet this weekend.
I want to know what you had on feet this weekend. I do want to know. I do want to know.
First of all, I'm trying to share something with you, bro. First of all, don't get caught up, right? Because when you talk about the hazard shoe, that's what the Crimson is to me at the moment.
Yeah, they should have put that logo on the tongue instead of
imagine that. Anybody that's got Crimson 4 that wants their customized to have that hazard sign on the back, yeah, give me a shout.
Yeah, we got you.
You know, I had a couple of shoes. I had a couple of shoes on my feet this weekend.
Let's see.
I had those winterized 4s. Those beautiful winterized 4s. And you know what? When the shoe's so good, you double up. Yes, I got two of those pairs of those winterized 4s because they were so beautiful. And you know what? I ran through my winterized 12s so badly when I first got them. I don't know. I think I threw them away. I actually might have them somewhere. Bro, the back tab, the back stitching, all gone, bro. I ran through that sneaker. Yes, I ran through that sneaker, bro. To a point where is a tank of a sneaker. The 12 is a tank of a sneaker. Bro, it wasn't a tank of a sneaker after I got through it, bro.
Wow.
And this is why I got 2 pairs of the winterized 4s. And if you live in the UK, it's cold. It's really cold. And putting that cushiony, cold, all that cushiony 4 on your feet is so good because it keeps you warm. It keeps you warm, bro. It keeps you nice and warm. But I had to do this weekend. I said it in my live on Instagram. I said I was going to put this on feet, and I put these on feet. Feet, bro. I have to still clean this, bro. I have to still clean this. But the Bel Air 5s, these original Bel Air 5s, right? This is how the Bel Air 5 should have released a couple of years back with that grey nubuck, right? But these Bel Air 5s, I've been looking at me since pre-Christmas because they're like, yo, when are you going to put me on feet? When are you going to put me on feet? I said, yo, I'll need to clean you first. And to be honest, I don't really care. I don't really care like this. It's dirty there, right? It's like a little bit dirty there, here and there, right? But I will clean it. I will clean it and make it look immaculate. The midsole, there's no cracking on the midsole. I don't like that. Needs a little bit of a clean. That'll be fine. But that kind of vintage pish yellow is nice on this Bel Air 5. I put them on feet. Yes, I rocked them. Went around, did what I needed to do, and bro, like it felt fantastic to wear those 5s on feet. I picked up my mate, and he was like, I was like, yo, you see what's on my feet? He's like, yo, those are nice. I said, yeah, they're nice, bro. They're nice, bro. They're nice. What was your feet this weekend, bro?
You already know.
Lab 5s.
I had to pop out the 3 Lab 5s. Shout out to Cam, or shout out Vito, who was the seller. These hard. These hard.
Definitely.
Had them on foot all day. I had them on feet maybe 8-9 hours yesterday. So yeah, I had to bust these out. There's a pair I've been looking at, and Cam sent me a link for them, good price. So I had to cop.
And then you know what that shows you is F or fuck the retail that comes out in that year. If you don't like it, go back 5-6 years and pick up the grow you want.
Yeah, this shoe does it does for me at this point. I didn't know that it was a grail of mine, but when I saw it, when I started seeing pairs around, because I've only seen them on feet maybe twice ever, and that was disheartening for me, because this shoe came out in 2014 and I could find it in such good condition. It's not cool for me. I'll just say that it's not cool. So I'm glad that Vito put his up for sale. They have a new home. This shoe will crumble with me. Okay. when the foam on this shoe starts to go, it'll be here.
And that's the way the cookie crumbles, bro. That's the way. But you can't just leave us there. You can't just leave us there, because I know we're approaching near the end of the podcast. I think the subject matter is about grails and when you can call grails. We'll cover next week, because I think that'd be a good subject to start. But you can't just leave us there, bro. You can't.
Well,
I know what else you picked up, because you got to show. You got to show them. You got to show us, bro. You got to show us.
Beat up OG box, which I love.
And I'm gonna put myself. Hopefully, I can put myself in the background and just show you solo layout. Go, bro. Go. Show the audience.
The black and gold box era, we have here Jordan 7. Barcelona night. Yeah.
That is shoe dog mentality, bro. Those Barcelona 7s, bro. You know, I've seen a lot of those for VNDS. I've seen a lot of those for VNDS on in the UK. So bro, please show us that soul. Please show us that soul. 2 seconds. Please show that soul.
I love that.
Who does not love a 7 sole, bro? 7 soles are beautiful.
And with the fluorescent coloring on the shoe, like, that is, bro. I can't tell you how much I love this shoe. This is oddly enough, it's a near grail for me.
Yeah.
Because I have the Barcelona days. And so shout out to Scott Simpson. I had to go pack mentality on this one. I had to go pack mentality on this one.
And you know Scott's going to be watching this. Scott's going to be watching this show. If you want to know real Pac Man, we call him the Pac Man for a reason. Go and check out his Instagram page. It's in the bio. Go and check him out. He's the bro. And trust me, when we talk about packs, he will go in and get the whole collection. Go check his page out. It is fantastic.
Yeah. So I wanted to complete the set. Barcelona days and Barcelona nights 7s.
Beautiful pair. Beautiful pair, bro. Beautiful pair.
I have not worn this outside yet. But since it's gonna be snowing today, I will put these on feet and walk around the house. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a shoot off like that.
I'm gonna try and put the Barcelona. I mean, not Barcelona. What I'm talking about. I'm gonna try and put the Breads on feet today. Pick up the Crimsons from Benzino to have a proper look at them. I'm gonna be as honest as possible. I'm going to be fair and consistent on my YouTube review. I think my YouTube review is probably out by the time we've loaded this. So the schedule for this is to I'll load this up on the Wednesday is coming, so we'll have that up. We'll have this podcast up then. But my review will be out on Tuesday, and I'm going to be honest, because the only way to compare a sneaker is to compare it to other sneakers. So I will compare it to the Breads. I will compare it to the Raptor 4s. Raptor 4s. What a beautiful pair! What a beautiful pair of sneakers that is. Right?
Yeah,
because
that's only right. I think I kind of feel like the Raptor 4 would be a better comparison for it because the colorway is more similar.
Yep.
Because of there's no white and no gray that you got on the cement or the bread 4s.
100%.
But 100%. Yeah, because to be honest with you, if we just want to say bread, some people say cement, some people say bread. It will always be both the cement and the bread 4. But
100%.
If you look at the Crimson, it's kind of more bread than the bread.
Yeah, because it's got black and red.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. When did those okay, from my memory, and this is without me checking any sites, I know I think those Raptor 4s came out in 2018. I think those Drake Raptor 4s came out in 2019, right? Because they were a year late. And I think the Raptor 4s are supposed to be the Drake sneaker. And then they dropped it, and then they basically released it as a sneaker of Raptor 4s. And I know those Raptor 4s. I can tell you hands down now, right? I got a pair, and two of my bros got a pair that I picked up for them. So basically, I picked up pairs from Sneakers app. I picked up pairs on Foot Locker. I picked up pairs on the Foot Locker website, and they were everywhere, bro. This was pre-hype. This was pre anything to do with Jordan 4s, and the Crimson 4s aren't half the quality of those Raptor 4s, and yet they're sold out. And this is like we talked about last week. This is the impact of hype. This is the impact of what hype does to sneakers. It really does muddle your mind as a person, because sometimes what's in is not actually what it's all about. Let me just say that.
Because of the UNC 4, because of the Lightning 4, because of the Union 4s are now in vogue.
Oreo 4s, we can't forget the Oreo 4s as well, because I don't like to put the Oreo 4s with that elite amount of sneakers, right? But the Oreo 4s have to go there.
Also the metallic 4s, the red, yellow, green, and purple metallic 4s. So 4s are now in vogue. I haven't heard anything about any more collabs with 4s coming soon, but definitely, I think we should be on the lookout for collab 4s. We know we're getting the 2 wave is coming. Mm-hmm. So, and I do love 2s, so I will be riding that 2 wave as much as possible. I'm gonna try to hang 10 on that thing, but hey man, it is what it is, man.
I don't begrudge you that. I can't begrudge anybody liking a sneaker that they actually absolutely adore. But for me, twos are a bit too far. Twos are slightly a bit too far. The only twos I would ever, and I'm always gonna keep this consistent. The only twos I will ever get is a Don C's. And those Don C's are a bit different than the original twos.
They're premium.
To actually. Yeah, I like that premium kind of, and then like if they made every sneaker like the Don C premium, I know they come the original OG2s came with that premium leather, but there's something different about having diamond stitching on the outside and having it plush, and you're like, yo, I like those twos, but like this is why. You call me a hype beast if you want, bro. But I like those Don C's way before. I've been looking at those Don C's when they were £300-400, not 700-800 like they are now, bro.
Bro, I would never call you a hype beast. You just bought Court Purple 13s to put on foot. You're not a hype beast, dog. Sorry. The Carmine 6 was your number 1 shoe on your top 10 from 2021. You're not a hype beast, bro. Trust me. I'm closer to hype beast than you are, and ain't no way in hell I'm a hype beast with all this back here. Let's
be honest, right? I do touch a lot of pairs. Somehow, some way, I just like touch wood. I do touch a lot of pairs, And I can't give you. I always try and give my honest opinion on everything. Like I think being honest to yourself is the number one thing you need to be in life. Is if you don't like a sneaker, but you like it because other people like it, you're not really honest to yourself. You're not 100% honest to yourself.
Listen, when I got my Pata Air Max 1s, I got the Monarchs. I was not as interested in the shoe before I got it as I was after I saw it in hand. Once I got it in hand, I'm like, okay, now I need the blue ones. Now I need the black ones. I couldn't get either of them, but I like the shoe more in hand than I did seeing the pictures. I went for it just because I said, well, let me take a shot. You know, I don't have any Air Max 1s. This could be, you know, the door opening to me getting more Air Max 1s.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. And then that's a good thing as well. But like getting a sneaker in hand changes the complexity of a sneaker. Having a visual look at it. And this is why, even though I slated the Crimson Force, right? Let's just be honest. I went on. Start this podcast was me just ranting about those Crimson Force. Even though I slated it, even though I went in on it, I still want to see it in hand. I still want to see. I want to be. You can't. And I always said this: you can't be a judge from the outside. You got to be a judge when you've actually. No, you could actually kind of be a judge by looking at the product. Yeah. I've seen pictures. I've heard BENZINO, the bro, right, on talk to me about yo, this and that, and I'm like, all right, cool. I feel his pain. And this is why I came in with the aggression I did at the start of this podcast, because like, how dare you? Like, how dare you, bro?
It's not good, bro. It's not right. It's not fair. It's not good. And Nike really needs to do something. I mean, a coupon code or something, because that's not right for him. I really do think he should just send that pair back and you know, chalk it up. You know, save your money for another pair or a different pair. But that's not cool, man. The way that netting was poking out the side, bro. If I got a shoe back from Nike like that, I would send multiple emails, Twitter, Instagram. I would be killing Nike right now.
Yeah. I'm going to advise him to do the same thing. So what plan is I'm going to pick it up on Sunday, which is today, the time we're recording this. I'm going to go and do the review on Monday, get the sneaker back to him on Tuesday, and the video will be out on Tuesday. And then I'm going to advise him to send an email to Nike, get on the Nike accounts on Instagram and all the other platforms, and say, what the hell is this? Like, really. I got one question for you. That should be the direct question to Nike. Yes. That's terrible, bro. That's terrible. I feel his pain. I don't like I don't like seeing people lose out. I don't like seeing people in pain. I don't like seeing people being conned. And that's me just in general. So like, I'll be advising him when I see him today to go like, yo, Nike, what the fuck?
He can't wear that shoe outside. Nobody's foot should go in that shoe. It should go back to the factory, and it should be sent to an outlet, and it should be sold at half price or given away. It should be donated to a cause, you know, for some people that can't afford or don't buy or whatever the case is. Like nobody should pay retail for something like that. That's just subpar quality. It's a disgrace to all the greatness that Nike has given us. Mm-hmm. and Jordan Brand. It's a disgrace to Jordan. The post with Jordan wearing that shoe during the game, like that is, come on, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about that shoe, bro.
But on that note, well, I think we've taken out our shovels, dug through, buried it, left it not 6 feet, not 8 feet. We've pushed it to the center of the core of the earth, and we're just going to leave it there.
That shoe is dead, man. That shoe is dead to me. That shoe is dead to me. And Michael, you owe the homie BENZINO an explanation and a refund and a gift card and a discount code for that trash y'all sent to his doorstep.
What was my sneaker news saying? Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Right. the quality on these Crimson 4s really sucks. They need to do an autopsy because Nike's got the explanations to give us.
They should have left. They should have left Benzino pair in that ditch in Alabama.
I don't know what he'd be more mad on, whether we're not getting his pair or whether we're actually seeing a pair like that. All right, cool. On that note, this is episode two of the Sneak Shoe Dog podcast. So thank you for joining us. I know we're trying to make these a bit like less than 2 hours, like less than an hour and a half, but I think we really carried away today. We got carried away today. You know. He was saying to me today, like actually today or yesterday, he was like, "Yo, make sure it's not more than an hour, please." And look at us, the timer is actually reading an hour just on this segment because we had to cut and come back. So this could go up to 2 hours. But thank you guys for joining us, and thank you for joining in to the Shoe Dog podcast. So I'm going to leave it to my amazing host this side to actually close us out.
Yo, as my partner TJ would say, hope y'all have a great week, a great month, a great year. And we want to see y'all get good pairs of Crimson 4s. Because if you like Crimson 4s, you deserve to get good pairs of Crimson 4s. You feel me?
And on that note, thank you guys. See you soon. See you in episode 3.
Peace.
Peace.